Hey Slick Review fans, coming at you with another video. In this episode, we're checking out the Franklin from Lost Dutchman Leather. So everyone, what we're checking out in this episode is the Franklin from Lost Dutchman Leather. They're based out of Arizona, and if you'll notice a trend developing here on the channel is I like to feature high quality leather products, especially those made right here in North America, and Nate and company over at Lost Dutchman Leather sent this over. Now, one thing that's interesting about this wallet is I'm not going to be able to tell you anything about stitching or anything like that, which is one of the points that I look at to see how well made something is. There's not a single stitch anywhere on this wallet. It is a single piece of leather that they've kind of folded up to create this wallet. So in the back here, there's a couple tabs and they slip through that slot, and then it folds around the front. And then you've got the flap right there, and it's just got a single pouch where everything goes. And they've got some nice company branding right there under the pouch. First, we'll look and talk about the leather, and then we'll see how it actually performs. Now, what I like is that this has a very nice sheen to it. It's not quite to the level of like shell cordovan, but if you like glossy leathers, it looks like the leather that Lost Dutchman uses is a nice, high-quality, glossy leather. So if you like that look, I think this is going to patina really well over time. So on their website, they say that the Franklin can hold up to 12 cards plus cash. Now, I've got 9 credit cards here and about 9 folded bills. And they go inside. The way I found is just kind of like that. So I've got the currency kind of sandwiching all of the cards, and that's how I've put them in there. And then they fit in quite well. And I'm using US currency, of course. If you're going to use any sort of international currency, if you are going to take this overseas or buy it from overseas, you may want to look at which specific model you're buying because they do have different sizes. So you may need to pay attention to that, but at least the Franklin with US currency fits quite well. Now, with what we've loaded in here, it could probably hold a couple more cards. So I believe the capacity for 12 cards plus a bit of cash is about right. It's holding the 9 cards plus 9 bills perfectly fine. Now, the only thing I can say about a wallet like this in my testing is it is kind of a little difficult to use. And why I say that, if we were going to just think through a scenario, if I was coming up to the counter to buy something from you right now, I open my wallet, let's say I want to use a specific credit card or something like that. Where is it? First I got to get through my cash, so I got to pull that up. And now it's just a pile of ID cards and credit cards and whatever else. So I got to kind of, where did I put it? Oh, it's this one, and then pull it out and away you go. Where if you have like just a regular bifold wallet, you open it up, you know where that card is, you're in, you're out, you're done. Now, one feature of the Franklin, and I think most of their other models as well, is on the back. See where it's kind of, all of the different pieces kind of come together and fold in on the back. And it is a pass-through slot right there as well that I believe they added so that you could put like a most used card like that on the back. And I believe that was intentional. I think that because again, there's a slot that goes through into the main compartment, and I think the idea was to put your most used card there on the back. So I think that does kind of solve that issue, where if you've got just one payment card that you use for absolutely everything, or at least most things, you could put that in kind of this quick access card slot on the back, and then just be okay with if you need anything else, you kind of have to go digging for it. So you'll just have to decide if you're good with that. Personally, I don't know if that style and flow is right for me. I like kind of bifold money clip wallets. It's just what I've been using for quite a while. But I think if you're looking for something a little bit different and you want to support a small business right here in the USA, I think they have a very good product is what I'm trying to say. Whether or not the system and what it creates is right for me personally is not really the point. We're here to talk about their build quality and just the overall quality of the product that they're putting out, to which I think they are doing a very good job. The leather quality seems very nice. It has a very good feel in the hand, has that nice leather aroma as well, and I do like that it's kind of a semi-gloss finish, and then they sent over this particular color that's kind of like a light brown. I think that looks really nice. The leather is a very nice thickness, feels good in the hand, and even fully loaded like this, I did carry this full time for a couple days, and this was just fine as a front pocket wallet, even fully loaded. And again, I think it does sort of address my one critique of like trying to get to at least one thing quickly. You could use this slot on the back, and we could even try, let's just say maybe you have 2 cards that you like to get at all of the time. Let's just try that. Yeah, even that works just fine too. And then again, now I've got 2 on the back. And I think that would probably be fine. Like maybe your ID and 1 payment card, like that's probably what you need quick access to all the time. And then the rest of your stuff is inside securely with your cash. So it is different. This is something I haven't seen before. And I don't think it's gonna break down at any point because of their kind of clever design. It's just leather. There's nothing here to break or wear out realistically in any sort of time frame that you're going to have a single wallet. I think this would last decades, most likely, because again, it is just leather. There's no stitching to become frayed or anything like that. So I think it's clever. I think Nate is doing very cool things, especially for being still kind of a young man running a company like that, exploring a hobby that he discovered when he was a kid, and now he's launched it into a company. I think that's really cool. So the Franklin, again, I'm mixed on, only because it may not be something I would personally carry, but I can appreciate the thought that went into a really clever and unique design. That again, my only critique is how do you get to things quickly? But I think if you're the kind of person that's looking for kind of a interesting card case type wallet like this, they do have a quick access card slot, so I could carry this full time, getting access to 2 cards all the time, and then everything else is in here. Cash is a little bit tricky because when you open it, like your cash is just sitting there like this, and you have to kind of like fan it out to find what you're looking for. But I think if you're not carrying and using cash a lot, I think it's still a good way to go. So overall, for what it is, the Franklin is a winner from me. Again, I really appreciate the intentional design, high quality materials made right here in the USA. So if you want to check Lost Dutchman out, I've got just a regular public link down in the description for you to check them out. And again, they have lots of different variations and sizes. I think they even have one that's big enough for a US passport to put in there, so it might be good for traveling. So definitely go and check them out. My question for you all is, what do you think of this type of design? Am I too hard on them? Do you think it's really cool, unique? Is it something you would get? Why did you come to this video? Is this something you're looking at buying? And after watching, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear from everybody because again, this is kind of a unique style that we haven't really seen before. So I'd be really interested to hear what you all think. But if you have any other comments or questions, please leave them down below. I like to hear from everybody. And if you'd like to get in touch, all my social media links are down in the description as well. And last, before we go, if you enjoy straightforward, to the point content like this, where we find great deals online from well-known and upcoming brands, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time. I'm Zach, this is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.
This review was completed following several weeks for the product sample provided by the manufacturer. No compensation was provided, and the manufacturer was not allowed editorial input, copy approval, or an early preview. To see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.